welcome to your UN House. Bhutan Dialogues is an open platform for dynamic conversations on issues of national interest with the objective to listen, share, and sharpen our thinking in pursuit of social progress. It is also a good networking opportunity.
Freedom of speech is guaranteed in the Constitution, along with freedom of media, which many countries don't have, and freedom of expression. So it's a question of that's there. The Constitution is guaranteeing that. So it's what do we do with this freedom of expression, which actually should really be a basic human right.
But after a few years, all media started running the same story, so you could just go and buy just one paper.
It's just the five fingers all pointing to the government and thinking that you are not a part of governance. So therefore, in this regard, I think in Bhutan, tackling corruption has its own challenges, very different from most. People see corruption, people don't like corruption, but people don't want to react and take action on that. This is our main problem now. And they think that it should be the task only of the institutions like the Royal Audit Authority or the Anti-Corruption Commission to fight corruption.
Given the comparative advantage of the country, the terrain, and the decision for the government to go for the green development, hydropower still generates about a fifth of GDP. We have to not forget that. The question is how can we manage this flow of income? It's a revenue. It's still a big revenue, but what we are worried right now is that it doesn't come in the right time.
If you're talking about economic poverty, I don't know whether Chime would fall under that, because the opportunities are endless there. It's just that the potential is there, no one's there to tap that. And no one's there because they're all outside. The type of soil we have, the fantastic environment we have, the fact that we are, the only carbon negative country, in the world. It has to translate to something. What's the use of just being a carbon negative country and, leaving it at that? We have to optimize on that. That is our USP. We have to use that.
If you think about the economy, invest in your people, and it will come back in your economy. Similarly for education.
I cannot believe that people are not interested in their own culture if it is presented in an interesting, lively way. And I think it may, now I don't want to put the blame on anybody, but it might be some structural problems which are inherent now to the Bhutanese society, who make the young people less interested in their culture.
I think these challenges came about, and I blame people like us actually, and we apologize to all the young people. We are very sorry for bringing those challenges to you, and then we say you are the problems. So in a way we are to be blamed because we made life too comfortable for them. And then like Jerry here was saying, you read from the book and you said this program, that program, and I was just thinking, and I wrote it down very quickly, are we doing too many things for you? Are we equipping you with that to be able to take risks? I think young people, you have to answer, but in a way we are quite guilty of doing that.
Sometimes we do it consciously, with your knowledge. Sometimes the subconscious mind takes over and does things without your knowledge. So sometimes we tend to blame people for behaving in a particular way. But unfortunately, they are also hijacked by the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is somebody like your mind's buddy, and he's always watching you and saying, oh mind, the conscious mind is having a bad day today, I'll take over, give him a holiday today, so it takes over. So if you are a lot of stress sometimes, then subconscious mind takes over, and it's called dissociation.
Of course, the Buddha need to be careful about borrowing money, but too careful is not really good, because there are a lot of financing needs. Be it social sector, health, education, infrastructure, there are a lot of financing needs. But just scaring away from debt, I don't want to borrow. And Bhutan will miss a lot of opportunities. And eventual result or consequence of not borrowing and not investing in infrastructure, physical or human infrastructure, this would affect the long-term development process.
The SDGs will only be achieved, I believe, if civil society is involved. Because governments on our own, on their own, are limited. There's only so much we can do. Change today is about reaching the last mile, the most difficult and the most challenging, a lot of new emerging issues. Strong state machineries are large, quite difficult. I think it really requires nimbleness, creativity, innovation, small groups and people who are close to that community, who really understand and care about the community.
Business is not magic. It's very mechanistic. It's about doing the right thing, having a good concept, being committed, doing the right kinds of practices.
Which can be quite radical. As of now, since Gaza wants to be a self-reliant, even if we get things from Punakha, made in Punakha, we consider as import. So, we are going that serious. So we have been implementing since last 2 years.
We have to shift to what would be the desired alternatives. And this is, by the way, where I do take inspiration from Bhutan's G&H. I find it a balanced and holistic approach, which are largely in line with the former mentioned Sustainable Development Goals. And you're measuring things the Western or the global development mindset does not measure or has forgotten.
I normally end the session by giving a quotation from traditional Bhutanese Buddhist heritage, and today I give you the verse from Shantideva's Bodhicharya Avatar, but then Jerry already cited that at the beginning of this session. We didn't talk about it, but great minds think alike, I suppose. Nonetheless, because it's such a powerful verse, I will repeat it. First in Choge, Gese namgi milapa, tini kayam yuminte. Te tarne bi kebala, sunam bijur kayame. In my rough translation, there's nothing a bodhisattva will not learn. For there is nothing the wise one cannot turn into an act of merit.